I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good?
So you're here. So what does that mean for your character?
I don't know what that means. It could mean almost anything, couldn't it? I mean, we're not talking, Big Bang Theory. It's somebody or 2.5 Men. You notice they didn't throw me in front of a subway train and chop me into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. So right there, I think that's a good sign.
But the death episode, it was a really good episode.
Thank you.
You know that you were coming back and it's a really good episode. Maybe I really into it.
Well, it was an interesting thing because when they told me they were going to kill me off in Death's Door, I was taken aback. So was my accountant, and but they said no, you're coming back as a ghost. But then when we were filming Death's Door, which was another month or so later after they told me, right toward the end of the episode, they gathered the whole cast and crew together and ran a tribute video to me that they had made, showcasing everything I had done over the past 7 years. And I was like, I feel like I'm at my funeral. And that was the first time I went, wait a minute, maybe they changed their minds. So I was very happy when they finally called and said, you can come back.
How were you able to keep it a secret that you were returning the end of last season?
I had so much fun with that.
I saw you when you lied to me, Jim.
I lied to the world, and I pulled it off, and that made me so happy because.
Is that because of Susan?
Well, I knew that if for some reason I get spotted on the street in Vancouver more than almost any place I go. I don't know why that is, but I thought somebody's going to see me in Vancouver and decide that I'm coming back, and that will ruin it. That'll ruin the surprise for everybody. So I made up this abominable snowman movie shooting in British Columbia and said, oh, maybe I'll, and I tweeted pictures from the set. Thank you, Google Images. And I told stories about, guys getting lost in the snow, and everybody bought it. It was so cool.
Did it ever appear on IMDb?
No, and I even had to answer why it wasn't on IMDb yet, and I said it's because it's French producers and they're arguing over a title, and as soon as they get the title, they'll put it on IMDb. But I mean, it was great because I could sit there on Twitter every night and make up answers to all of the questions people had about, is this real? And then, by the time I was tweeting pictures of frozen toilet seats, pretty much everybody had bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Made me very happy.
One more question, guys.
Oh, they're all out.
So do you ever get tired of having to come up with stories or answering that question? I mean, you said 7,000 times this weekend, anything's possible. So.
Well, on one hand, I don't like, as you may have noticed, I don't like to spoil surprises. On the other hand, they don't tell me much until a script shows up on my porch, and that only usually happens 5-6 days before an episode starts. So I'm woefully underinformed. And I feel bad having to answer everybody with the same answer. Hope springs eternal.